10 at 11 on the news station.
A victory tonight for gays in the military. The Senate passes a bill that would repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Plus, the family of a local murder victim takes to the streets. They are passing out flyers in hopes of finding his killer. But first, 1 year ago today, the beginning of some of the toughest drunk driving penalties in history. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Demetra Ganius. LEANDRA'S law was passed last December in memory of 11-year-old Leandra Rosado. She was killed in a car driven by a drunk driver in 2009, and her father worked tirelessly to pass the law, which makes it a felony to drink and drive with a child on board. New at 11, News 10's Taryn Fitzik spoke with our local officials about the impact of this law.
A DWI can be life-changing for anyone, but when you add a child's life to the equation, some say there is just no excuse.
You're just disgusted with her behavior.
Sergeant Randall French has been with the Troy Police Department for 7 years and calls DWI a completely preventable crime. French says it's absolutely reckless to knowingly go out and drink and then drive, but says there is one thing that makes it worse.
And then to also put a child's life who has no choice in the matter in the line of fire, as to say, it's just reprehensible activity. There's no excuse whatsoever.
No excuse and no leniency thanks to LEANDRA'S law. On this day last year, it became a felony offense to drive while intoxicated with a child in the car. However, during that year's time, there were still 661 arrests statewide.
And the fact that people are out there taking those risks with children in the back seat is definitely a major thing.
A major thing that is still happening in the capital region. Taking a look at the amount of arrests in our area during the past year, statistics show there have been 25 in Albany County, 14 in Rensselaer County, 9 in Saratoga County, and 5 in Schenectady County. However, the good news? That same report also shows the number of adults arrested for DWI since LEANDRA'S law took effect is down 10,000 compared to the year before.
I think the biggest benefit at this point is the awareness about it. I mean, here we are, you and I, talking about this, and a year ago this wasn't going on as much.
Now, another part of LEANDRA'S law requires offenders to blow into an interlock device before their car will even start. Now, I spoke with Lenny Rosado, LEANDRA'S father, back in September when he made a visit to the state capitol. He told me his next plan is to take this law to the U.S. Capitol, hoping to firmly protect children who might be in his daughter's shoes someday nationwide. Taryn Fitzik, News 10.